don't touch the buttons. Good idea. Who knows what they do, right? Oh, you know. How? You know what? I'm just going to shut up and watch.
This must be quite a shock to the Bantam. This room redefines his entire world, redefines his very existence. I can sympathize. Nevertheless, he does raise a valid point. You do remember how to synthesize the attunement stone, right? It's got to be one of these buttons.
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was distracted by all of this. Don't worry, I'm leaving the button pushing to you.
Congratulations, hero. You've discovered the secret of the Angry Mountain. The eruption simulations will be permanently ceased. When I plucked the lemurs from the spiral and brought them to my new world, I intended them to be the glue that binds Lemurian society. Ursai was an experiment to see how bear folk would react to a life in which they had but one environmental threat to account for: the volcano. The lemurs were tasked with guiding the bear folk, with the ultimate goal of having someone, a hero, conquer the volcano's eruptions. The pageantry they invented around the volcano was unexpected, yet illuminating. Thankfully, you were able to parse the true intention. You are clearly of an advanced ilk, but you have much to prove yet. Claim the next stone. Your quest will materialize from there.
I always believed the Wahoo sacrifices were twisting the Old One's will, but he knew of them, and he never stopped this pageantry. That's evil.
Evil? That is the one we don't like, correct? Was the Old One really evil?
He sat and watched as the bears sacrificed innocent lemur after innocent lemur to a fiery hole. And for what? His sick amusement.
So he is evil. He allowed lives to be ended by being tossed into a hole. A hole which is like a cavity. Oh, did I must.
This is heavy stuff, but we should probably stop thinking and start doing, yeah? We should devise a plan. That's the hero thing to do, right? So what's your plan for that stone? Open the darkest secret of the Old One. I'm in! But we should probably update the Ursai villagers first. There's no way their non-hero minds can process everything we learned here. But they do need to know that Kilowahoo has been silenced for good. That means no more horrific lemur sacrifices. Ever. I'll hang back and let you do the talking, so there's no ghost who squawks hubbub.
Wizard! You've calmed Kilowahoo! All hail to Boldface Outsider Wizard! Tamer of Kilowahoo! Come on, everybody! Boldface! 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 Boldface!
I just can't stay quiet. I, the ghost who squawks, aka the Bantam, helped the wizard calm the volcano forever. We saved Tosh's life, too! Twice!
Whoa! The ghost who squawks is a friendly ghost? What a twist!
Indeed, especially friendly to bullied lemurs like wahoos, the likes of which formed the foundation of the Kulakamba tribe. But you all can help change that. Kilowahoo isn't affected by a ceremony, and it certainly doesn't require a sacrifice. It never did! No, this eruption was caused by the recent mana infusion, the very same issue wreaking havoc all over Lemuria.
That's a lot to process. Me figured the Kulakamba were just jealous of our laid-back Paradise style. Me feel kinda bad now, but Tosh is okay?
He is now. He's safe with the Kulakamba, a group who will value him and his life.
I've learned I've been a...
He is now. He's safe with the Kulakamba, a group who will value him and his life. I hope you all learned a valuable lesson here.
I've learned I've been a bad hierarch and an even worse aunt. I vow to do better. Oh, and to trust outsiders more. Now, let's all go nap. Hooray! Bald-face and Bantam! Hooray! Naps!
Look at how they celebrate you. They love you. What is this feeling I now have? Doesn't matter. You and the Bantam must away to Telos.
Ah, Telos. I haven't been here since I was a fledgling. I'll never forget it. They have the best street corn here. Anyway, we've got a dark old one's secret to dive into. Let's keep this adventure rolling. Wow!
Envy. That was the emotion that overtook me when I saw the Ursai praise you. But it came from somewhere else. Someone else. The Old One. This is not the first time his feelings transferred. I inherited his guilt about abandoning Lemuria. The very feeling that drove him to Caramel. He needed to reconcile the Cabal and the Arcanum so he could return to his office, to the creation he left there. I channeled that drive because I consumed him. His guilt. I didn't know what I was doing then, but I did it. Now I feel a new guilt. How do I alleviate it?
Mind blown. This has been the most invigorating adventure of my life. I feel like a whole new hero. What are we doing next?
And now I envy the chicken. I need time to ruminate on my situation. You and the Bantam should see if Quatermain has had any luck with that map.
Aha! The wizard! Like what I've done with the place? It's still a work in progress, but I've got plans. Big plans! Tell me of your adventures. Did you find another monitoring station? What bizarre monstrosities did you encounter? And is that a masked chicken?
The name is Kit Balker. Most know me as the ghost who squawks. But you can call me the Bantam.
Oh, I like the cut of this Pella's jib. Now for my news. Our lemur hosts tell me there's another monitoring station in the Night Forest. It's a simple bushwhack through the Wildlands. If you reach the carnosaurs, you've gone too far. Bantam, let's you and I look over this map.
I believe I possess memories of this place, wizard. Night Forest? The name elicits no connections, but the ominous darkness that envelops the trees ahead is probably a good place to start looking. We must simply...
Help! Oh, goodly traveler, assist me in my peril. These bizarre monsters intend to make me a meal.
We must simply help the stranger, yes? That would be the good thing.
Greatest appreciation for your felicitous rescue. I'm still doomed, of course, but not quite so immediately. Oh my, yes, I am quite doomed. Exiled, you see, from my village. Left to the mercies of the Wildlands. Hopefully others will learn from my folly.
It is like they dropped you down a hole and forgot you. He seems to have come from the Night Forest. Shall we argue on his behalf while we are there?
Oh, most gracious of you, my humanoid acquaintance. My village is indeed through the Night Forest there. Mind the zombies and the beast. Find the elder, a lemur named Lucian. It is he who must decide my fate. I, meanwhile, will seek the company of less disagreeable creatures.
The name of this place is certainly apt. We must find the lemur in charge and inquire about the crane, as well as the local monitoring station. No doubt it too is the local mana source.
Despair! Despair! For I feel the gaze of the old judge even now, and it burns. It burns.
I don't think my gaze burns, does it?
Who are you, stranger, who speaks to the air as though it were an old friend? What dire omens do you bring upon us? You seek the source of our mana? Ha! We have not a whisk to spare in these dark times. Look about! We prepare even now for the nightly assault of the Malagast. 'Tis the monster that death rejected. The old judge's disappointment made manifest. Our punishment for straying from his path. We will speak of nothing and no one else until we are prepared. Consult with Goody Mary Crane if you wish to aid our efforts. Enough prattle! There is work to be done! The Malaga stalks us even now. Speak to Mary Crane or flee for your life.
Have you come to our aid? Blessings, then, for we have a most dire case of monster attacking village. Elder Lucian says the Malagast is because the old judge, well, judged us and found us wanting. It won't leave until we atone.
Curious. What reason would the Old One have for such an experiment?
Thus, with the greatest of haste, we must board up the windows, patch the town wall, and gather horns from the white rhinos to fashion into weapons.
Thank you, stranger. We need all the help we can get against the Malagast, at least until we atone. And the old judge returns to slay the beast.
What precisely is a Malagast? There's no record in the Old One's memories.
Mighty fine work, but I doubt it will save us. The Malagast has always been a danger, but lately it is as a demon unleashed, and nothing can stop it.
Could this Malagast problem have been exacerbated by the mana infusions? Like the volcano in Ursai? If so, Hierarch Lucian may have misread its meaning, as Juju and the bears did. At any rate, shall we find these white rhinos? Mary Crane will want these zombie rhino horns. My, the line between life, death, and undeath seems nebulous. How do you keep existence straight?
You are most gracious, stranger. We are now as ready for the Malagast as ever. It comes every night, you see. It hunts us like frightened rabbits. But what are we to do? They say the beast is immortal, so we cower in our homes or flee to the Wildlands.
Yes, like that one poor fellow we met before. We haven't had the chance to ask about him yet.
You've met benighted Ichabod, have you? Save your pity. He was a criminal and had to be exiled. We can only protect so many with mana so low.
The mana is low? That is unusual, and at odds with the increased Malagast activity. The answer must be in the monitoring station.
If you want to reach the source of the Night Forest's mana, only Lucian has the key. Maybe he will help you now that our defenses are ready. Talk to Lucian if you wish to reach the mana source.
No! You may not see the mana source gifted us by the old judge. The reason it withholds its bounty is all too clear. Judgment! Judgment for our wicked ways. We have fallen short of his ideal, so he averts his gaze from us and sends his vile abomination to terrorize us. Only through purity can we atone. Only through the removal of the criminal and the denial of a new can we appease him.
Ask him if we could not simply find and destroy this Malagast in exchange for entry to the mana source. How difficult could one monster be?
The Malagast cannot die. It raises the dead to serve it and screams the scream that freezes stars. It's not a subtle thing, easy to find, if you wish. The Malagast makes its wretched nest in a clearing beyond the village. Seek it if you dare, but we will not warn you.
Avast, monster! Your reign of terror ends here. Oh, fie! Never have I actually seen a star turn cold and fade away before. Gulp!
I believe yet another crane requires your aid.
And there expires another star. Quickly, friend, we must pursue that creature before it escapes. Hi, the fiend eludes us. Who am I? Why, dear friend, I am he who should be asking thee who thou art indeed, for I am a hero in this land. A fighter for justice amidst the unjust, for the primal, inexorable causes which glue all societies together. Or at least that is my intent. It is admittedly taking me some time to grasp the fundamentals of my calling. Oh, but what a cad I am. Call me Solomon Crane. Now let us make haste to the village and warn them to return to their homes, for the Malagast is on the hunt.
Well, now, look who it is. Solomon Crane, the great monster hunter. Slay any monsters, have you?
Well, not as such, but
He should be so lucky. Man fizzles more than fresh seltzer. Come on, let us secure our homes. We all know Solomon Crane won't do it for us.
What hope is there for us with such miserable saviors? We'll all be gristle in the Mulligast's teeth for Solomon Crane saves us.
they are not inaccurate in their assessments. My magic is flimsy and unreliable. My swordplay is more play than sword. I can feel the drive within me, the compulsion to protect, to avenge, to fight. I simply cannot muster the power.
It is interesting how this place hasn't benefited from the same mana influx as everywhere else. The monitoring station must hold the answer.
You seek the mana font of the old judge, wizard? Lucian will never grant us entry. It is against one of his interminable rules. But the power within would aid us. The font is contained in a courtyard, the key to which is doubtless in Lucian's house. We'll never slip in while he stands out front, but there is damage round the side. Perhaps your small pet could enter surreptitiously. Splendid work. The courtyard gate is north of the village, just beyond the ruins of the old town. I will meet with you there. Tarry not, for the Malagast may strike at any moment. Caution now, friend. The night forest is dark and full of terrors. We know not what menace awaits us beyond this threshold. Fie! 'Tis swamplings! Plants have spirits too, wizard, and when they die with work undone, as is common for immobile creatures, the spirits remain. Those spirits possess other plants and roam the forests. Behold, wizard, plant on life! May the spirits of these flowers and weeds at last find their rest. You are quite the warrior, friend. Would that my spells were as potent as yours. Come, the font we seek is hither. Fie, in all my days I've not seen such plenty. Yet Lucian tells us the font runs dry, that our impurity made it thus.
Then either Lucian hasn't been here in some time, or he tells not facts. Regardless, speak aloud the words, wizard. In existence, meaning. In knowledge, wisdom. In design, purpose.
My word, do you mean to enter this den? Very well, I will muster what courage I can and accompany you. What benighted sorcery hath we unearthed here? Is this the pit that spawned the Malagast?
No, I don't think so. But maybe its creator can still explain what is happening here. Wizard, would you? my champion, my hero, dare I say it, my sire.
The old judge! But he is immaterial, dead.
Lemuria's purpose, as I've told you, is to restore the First World. But according to Druidic legend, a being known as the Scion of Bartleby is required. Said being is foretold to unify light and shadow, to be the glue that binds a fragmenting world. I can't guess who that would be, so I made one. Rather, I created in this world the ability to fabricate heroes based on the template of a man named Stallion Quatermain. Statistically, one of the resultant adventurers would advance beyond their peers, find my true secrets, and become my scion. Now, take your reward.
The old judge made this place? Created the fabric of heroes? But what of the Malagast and the mana depletion over the years? I see. A machine, a contrivance running beyond its useful life was the cause of our woes. We are not failures. I feel invigorated. I see. A machine, a contrivance running beyond its useful life was the cause of our woes. We are not failures. We are not being punished. I feel invigorated in this knowledge. A righteous strength flows through me now.
Not to mention all the mana he passed through outside.
If the old judge did not take the mana, then he likely did not send the Malagast. 'Tis but a beast. Powerful, yes, but simply an animal. We must inform Lucian and the villagers at once. We must adjust our thinking if we are to find a way to slay it.
You have profaned the monument to the old judge? Ah, 'tis a criminal offense. 'Tis against the rules. You shall be punished for this affront.
Quiet thy thunder and listen, Lucian, for this matter is not what you have imagined it to be.
Imagined? Accuse me of wild fancies, will you? Ah, I tire of your defiance. The rules of the old judge are clear. Do not challenge the hierarch. Do not stand taller than the hierarch. Do not play melodies of which the hierarch disapproves. Do not jest in ways which leave the hierarch The Malagas comes! To your homes, everyone! Shelter and hope! Hope it passes us by! Hope Solomon Crane has entombed us all!
Fie! We are not yet ready to fight the unslayable beast. Come, wizard, we can pass this night, or afternoon, as it may well be, in my home.